We had a Chinese takeout a few weeks before Christmas. Portions have got smaller, prices have risen. We bought basically a mushroom fried rice, now it was either tofu or fake chicken for these dishes, but one was a satay sauce, one was an OK sauce, and one was a Thai flavour, like a Thai green curry. And it came to £30. And we looked at it and it was like, is that it? We added our own spring rolls to it. We added noodles to it because it just felt like it wasn't enough. Now we do spread it over 2 days generally, but normally 2 days would be an abundance over 2 days. And this time it felt mini portions. So in this video, which I've already recorded the cooking section of, I'm going to show you what I did to sort of replicate that meal that we spent. And I would say we definitely spent a whole lot less than the £30 that we spent on our takeaway. This is the channel trying to get by the way. If you've not been here before, welcome. And if you have, please welcome back. I hope you are doing well. So let's take a look at my takeaway. Right, I have a sort of plan. Now, I've got written down the main things that I need. So for my satay sauce, I need peanut butter, coconut milk, lime juice, vegetable oil, fish sauce, garlic, palm sugar. Okay, so I'm not using fish sauce, that's skipped out. I've not got palm sugar, I'll just use regular sugar. That's fine. The OK sauce, brown sauce, tomato sauce, brown sugar, light soy, 5 spice, not got, water, corn flour to thicken. I will add something to that, I'm not sure what. I have a root in my spice drawer. That's all right. I have got some brown sauce and tomato sauce that a friend of mine's made, and she's given me a couple of containers of, so that's really nice. My Thai green sauce, I bought it. It's on my Waitrose haul, it was in there. Okay, so normally I would be having to eat mushroom rice, but we're having pineapple fried rice this time. We're having noodles, we're having spring rolls. I've got noodles in the cupboard, I've got spring rolls in the freezer. The veggies I'm going to use are shredded peppers, onions, mushrooms possibly halved or just broken into chunks. I've got my fake chicken and I have got some tofu. So my main plan in my brain to start with is prep the veg and the chicken and the tofu, get them all ready, then make my sauces. Once my sauces are made, I'm going to cook off all the other things and then just individually heat bits and bobs in each sauce. Then I'm going to do my fried rice. Noodles are easy, I'm just going to pour some boiling water on them. So let's get cracking. I think chopping vegetables first. I'm starting with the satay sauce, so I'm going to go in with some peanut butter. It says 2 tablespoons for this, but like I say, I'm not making that amount, so I'm not too worried. So I'm going to go in with a big heaping teaspoon. I've already got some lime in there already, and then we're going to go in with some coconut milk. I'm just going to dollop a few spoonfuls of this in. It says 1/4 cup. But as you can see, the coconut milk has got some solid and some liquid, so I'm just going to try and get in a mixture of the solid and the liquid to make sure we get a nice flavour. Right, that's that. A little bit of vegetable oil, that's easy enough. Just do a squirt. Let's say we're sipping the fish sauce. We're going to put in some garlic. So I've got some of my garlic in there. And then palm sugar. Well, I'm going to need brown sugar for one of my other dishes for the OK sauce. So I'm going to put a little bit of brown sugar in this. This is a teaspoon, so I'm just going to go in with a little sprinkle of brown sugar. And that is our satay sauce for one of our dishes. So what I'm going to do in a minute is blend that up. So that's that one. OK sauce I'm going to make in a container. Have I got a bowl? I need a bowl. Okay, found a bowl. Right, this one is equal quantities of ketchup and brown sauce. Like I say, a friend of mine made this. Oh, that smells lovely. So we're going to go in with that much of the brown sauce, similar quantity of the ketchup. Then we're going to add the sugar and the soy. So sugar again, where have I just put it? Did I? Do you know what? This is a bad habit of mine. Not. I put it back. Haha. 75 grams of brown sugar. I'm just going to go in with a sprinkle. We're making it up. Let's say recipes are great, but unless it's baking, it doesn't have to be followed completely. Light soy. I think this is a new bottle. Right. 2 teaspoons light soy. That'll do. 25 mils of water and some corn flour later to thicken. So you add the water and add the corn flour later. So that's that. And some 5 spice. I've actually got some 5 spice powder. Oh, cool. Excellent. What's it say? 1 teaspoon of 5 spice. So we're just going to go with a sprinkle of 5 spice because we've not got as much of the other. I wasn't sure if I had any. So that is now our OK sauce. So I will give that one a mix. Right, that's basically everything so far. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. My sneezes can wake small children. I have got over here my frying pan going. I've got all my veggies cut, as you can see. I've just gone in with a little bit of coconut oil. I'm going to go in with my onions and peppers first. Now I want these not really absolutely soft, because I always find in Chinese restaurant food you end up with it a little bit crunchy. It's got a bit of bite to it. So that's going there. And get my spatula. Break up these mushrooms a little bit more. And I'm just going to fry these until, like I say, they're just a bit tender. And then I'm just going to take them out and put everything separate until we are ready to start combining everything together to create the meal. So in the meantime, when these are tender, I'll throw my mushrooms in. I'll put my bit of cabbage in that we've got. And that'll be that. The veggies are all fried off, so I've taken them out and just popped them in a container. In here I have got my tofu strips that I am just searing off slightly, and my Richmond meat-free chicken. Obviously, if you are doing real chicken, you will need to do this in a separate pan, or cook your tofu first and then do your chicken, or you might be doing just chicken. So if you are, then that's absolutely fine. I am going to take the tofu out. Now the tofu is going to go in the OK sauce, which is this one. So I'm going to take that out now so it can sit in the OK sauce and get some flavour in there. And I will just keep my chicken not chicken going. So the chicken not chicken is going to go with the Thai green curry, which I know is not Chinese, but it's what we like to have, and also with the peanut sauce. So leave that doing that thing. This I'm just going to give a mix so that it gets a nice bit of flavour through it. I've blended the peanut sauce together just in my smoothie maker, so that's that done. And literally all I've got to do now is just wait for when we're going to decide to eat it, and just compile everything together and add the flavours to each dish and cook off our rice and our noodles. Half of my chicken has gone in with my peanut sauce. That's just going to sit in that pan until we are ready. Then this is going to be with my Thai green curry sauce. So I am just going to pop some of that. Now it doesn't give instructions on the side, so I'm just going to wing it. It smells quite potent, so I'm going to go in with that amount to start with, and some of my coconut milk, and let that mix so that that's going to flavour this chicken. Right, where are we up to? So we are getting ready to eat. So we have turned the heat on this. We have turned the heat on this. We have not put any heat on this yet. However, what I have done is thrown a little bit of corn flour in the base of this dish that we had the sauce in with the tofu. That's going to go in because that is going to create a slightly thicker sauce. We are now going to divide all our veggies into, you know, between each one. So that's that. Okay. In the meantime, I've got a kettle boiling. The kettle is... Sorry, I'm just going to find somewhere to wipe my hands. Okay, the kettle boiling has got my noodles in. These are not dried noodles. These are fresh noodles that we've got. So everything is just being turned on. I also have... going. Once these are all nice and hot, I'm going to start doing my rice. So my rice is with some pineapple. It's rice I made yesterday because I made something else that needed rice. So I was like, right, well, I'm going to make extra. So this is all just getting going. The basic idea of this is now is just heat these 3 dishes up and then get on with other stuff. I have got my air fryer with some spring rolls in. They will take maybe 5 minutes to do. So I'm going to get those going. So that is on. Heat and repeat. Everything else is on a low heat, just warming. This is a searing heat because this is some coconut oil. I'm going to throw in some rice. This is rice that I made yesterday, so it's nice and dry. And I'm going to throw in some pineapple. This is some pineapple I've had in the freezer, and I'm not going to chop it any smaller, and I'm not going to drain any of the liquid. I'm just going to go in and go for this in a really intense heat. Squash it down, do its thing. Now, while that's doing its thing, I'm going to take you over here. I've got my little dishes ready because I want it to feel like a Chinese from the Chinese restaurant. So I've got my little dishes there ready. So those are good to go. Everything else is just doing its thing on the hob. This has not taken a massive amount of time to do. Yes, there's going to be a bit of a clean up because we're using 4 pans. It is what it is. But I'm quite happy with this. Just keep that going. If you were doing egg fried rice, you'd pour your egg in now, but I'm not pouring any egg in there because this is just pineapple fried rice. So it's a case now of just popping where we need it to go, making sure everything is steaming hot. That's your main issue. Heat, or not spicy heat. Hot heat, you know, temperature heat, making sure everything is screaming hot so that we can get going and enjoy this really, really delicious takeaway. Okay, folks, last time we had this from a Chinese takeaway, it cost us nearly £30. There's no way that cost us this much. Let's try this pineapple fried rice. Oh, yum, delicious. Yeah, I'm double dipping. It's me and Chris. We don't care. This is the peanut chicken. I don't want to take a big piece because I just want to have a little try. Oh, creamy peanut. Yum. Okay, this is like OK sauce, not crispy, but still good. Yeah, you've got the sweet, you've got a bit of heat. Yum. And this is our Thai flavours. I know this is going to be slightly spicy. Try this. Sorry, some slurpage. Delicious. We've got our little spring rolls that we've got. We paid 30 odd pounds for this. We have not paid that for this. I am hungry. Chris is hungry. Let's go for it. Oh, I loved that. Absolutely delicious. It was yummy. It was tasty. It wasn't that hard to do. While watching the video, you might be wondering, oh, is it worth that much faff? I tell you, yes. It wasn't that faffy. Putting the vegetables and cooking the vegetables all together and then sharing them out between the pots made it a lot easier, because you're not then cooking individual dishes. I was kind of cooking everything together and then just spreading it around based on the sauces. So all you really had to do was focus on the sauces as your separate components. The OK sauce was yummy, and actually I have repeated that since recording the takeaway. We had it on what was it? It was some tofu and broccoli, and it was really, really tasty. So have a try of that. Literally, I just steamed some broccoli, cooked some tofu, but I coated the tofu in corn flour beforehand, just so it'd crisp up in the pan, and then just poured that sauce on. Delicious. The Thai sauce is easy to do because it came out of a packet. That's fair enough, because that can be a bit of a faff to make. Although I might look at making it in the future, maybe freezing it so that I've got portions ready. I'm sure I can do that. I'm sure I can find a recipe somewhere that I can do that. The peanut one, I have to say, I think that was even better than the peanut one that we got from the Chinese. So that was another bonus. Yeah, you didn't have to put it in the Chinese takeout containers, but I just thought it was a bit of a novelty to do that. And it kind of made me think whether or not the portion sizes were similar to the portion sizes that we would have got from the Chinese. Now, I've not done a complete breakdown on prices, but I can guarantee that it was a lot cheaper than the £30 that I paid for at the Chinese takeaway. Now, for me, because I do lots of oleo hauls, there were certain elements in that I got for free. I got my mushrooms for free. I got my pineapple for free. What else did I get? I got the spring rolls massively. Well, I basically got them for free because I got them on my Iceland haul, if you've seen that, where I did an £80 Iceland shop and only paid 50p for it. So basically they were free. The noodles you can get for maybe 30-40p a pack, so there's that. Rice, Chris bought rice, it must be 2 years ago. He bought me a 15kg bag of rice. I sent him out one day and went, oh, while you're at the shop, get me a big bag of rice. I didn't quite expect that. So that has lasted us for ages, and will cost pennies for the rice. The tofu, I mean, if I buy a full block of tofu, that's about £2. The chicken, again, we got that within our, I think it was, where did we go? Waitrose. We got that in a Waitrose haul, so that was discounted. So lots of the products in there, I got reduced prices. But even if you were paying full price for everything, you would not be paying £30. And from the point of view of washing up, was it worth it because you still had to wash up? Yes, because Chris washed up. So from my point of view, yes, it was completely worth it. Chris always does the washing up after. Our deal, I cook, he cleans and tidies up afterwards. So that makes my life a lot easier. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Can you let me know in the comments below what you thought? And also, do you make takeaways at home? I mean, I do pizzas as well. So I always occasionally buy a shop bought pizza. I can't even remember the last time I had a takeout pizza. It's been so long. Shop bought ones are pretty decent in comparison. So I don't even see if it's worth it there. And we make our own as well. What other takeaways do you make at home? Please let me know in the comments. Maybe link me into some recipes. That would be really, really useful. I always like to know more recipes. I can never have enough recipes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Do the liking and subscribing thing. Much appreciated. And I'll see you next time.